Absolute fucking cinema.
Hey, Rock! Go self!
I can tell you one thing that will not change in 2012. The same thing that has not changed about me in the 10 years that I have been here in the WWE. I will remain who I am and my convictions will remain true. Words like hustle, loyalty, and respect do not fall to pieces because someone throws fire in your face. And I have often said that a man's character is not judged by how much he is loved, but how much he is willing to get up when his back is against the wall.
Hustle, loyalty, and respect. These nuts. It happened, guys. It happened. John Cena became a heel. This is literally the biggest event in recent history, or perhaps the entire history of pro wrestling. But with that, what happens now? How can WWE develop this arc in a genius way, which is what it precisely needs to be? But before we talk more about it, I would just like to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, and click the bell. Now let's get to the content. I believe that if you are in the video so far, I don't need to spend much time arguing why John Cena's heel turn is one of the biggest, if not the biggest event in the history of pro wrestling. John Cena was the most literal possible meaning of the word franchise. He carried with him the main moral attributes that most of us only dream of having into the WWE rings, and he made a lot of money in the process. Shirts, toys, and even the best-selling PPV in the company's history to this day. This success, although excellent commercially, also greatly limited John Cena creatively, especially in the first half of the 2010s, where older fans could no longer bear to see the same character at the top of the company for years, but WWE could not sacrifice its golden goose.
No, I got it. How about a little heel turn? You see, that's the excitement that I'm talking about.
But well, times have changed. But how exactly did we get here? For me, even though I was completely taken by surprise with this heel turn, in retrospect, the first sign that this was already being written came in the first Raw of this year.
Okay, wait a minute, crazy idea, but maybe I can win the Royal Rumble. Quick, I know it's a long shot, but just hear me out, okay? It's a lottery ticket, but in the lottery you can't win if you don't play, and I was kind of just gonna show up to the Royal Rumble and do the thing and leave, but I should play, right? I should be in the Rumble. I mean, for me, it's my last Rumble. There is no maybe next year. And I'm up here talking about thank yous. Well, hell, the best way to say thank you to you is win the Royal Rumble and make history at WrestleMania. Right? Elephant in the room, it sounds impossible. But if you know anything about me, nothing's impossible.
And until then, nothing new. He was confident, but at the same time humble and realistic. And as you all know, he ended up losing the Royal Rumble, and what caught my attention was the interview he gave at the post-event conference.
So I'm announcing tonight that I will compete in the Elimination Chamber. And I'm saying that because after 23 years of loyal service to this company, I feel that opportunity is earned. And yes, I'm flying back to Hungary to film a movie, so what I'm going to do is give my 5 other opponents 1 month to slander my name and bolster their self-confidence the best that I can. I told Toronto when I announced my retirement that I was grateful for the city and I would be back. And I would be back to kick ass. It is time to walk that talk and be who I say I am.
So, let's go. This interview alone doesn't indicate any trait of a villain, but if we analyze it in depth, we already see a subtle change compared to his personality at the beginning of the year. Which brings us to Cody Rhodes' famous segment with The Rock, where the final boss takes on the literal persona of Satan and now wants Cody Rhodes' soul. For dramatic reasons, Cody does not give his answer in this SmackDown, which indicated that it would come on March 1st, 2025, Elimination Chamber in Vancouver, which would feature the fight that would define Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania challenger. And here we have, for me, the last hint of Cena's heel turn. The last 3 participants in the fight were John Cena, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, and everything seemed as it should. Good action between the 3, a nostalgic moment between Cena and CM Punk, in short, as expected. CM Punk then eliminates Rollins, who, as expected, attacks him. But wait, will John Cena take advantage of a competitor like that? The same John Cena who was hugging him minutes ago? The same John Cena who decided to warn weeks in advance that he would use his Money in the Bank briefcase in 2012? Well, I don't know. It didn't seem like the most babyface moment possible. But anyway, John Cena took advantage of the situation and applied an STF, which knocked Punk out, making Cody Rhodes versus John Cena official as the main event of WrestleMania 41. At first, I was surprised by the fact that we had a babyface versus babyface in such an important fight, but kind of it's John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, arguably the 2 most popular names today. Cody came down to the ring, and we had the expected camaraderie between them. Rock then came to collect his soul. Travis Scott was there too, but who cares? So when Rhodes told Rock to off, magic happened. We found out what plan B was this whole time. John Cena sold his soul to The Rock and brutally attacked Rhodes. And to be quite honest, this is for me the biggest event that has ever happened in the history of pro wrestling. A heel turn that has decades of significance and with the potential to surpass Cody Rhodes' brilliant story at last year's WrestleMania. But now that the moment has happened, what happens now? Well, one safe thing to say is that this will not be an arc that will be limited to these 3 characters. The following night on Raw, CM Punk released a wonderful promo, which, although not indicating exactly what his participation in this story will be, made clear his hatred for Cena and Rock, which was definitely not placed there randomly. 2 other names that will certainly be involved in this story are Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and that would be my dream to watch from now on. As much as Roman Reigns has spent the last 4 years running roughshod over WWE, playing puppet master to his entire family, his ego demanding everyone acknowledge him, what just happened changed everything. The bloodline was built on control, on Roman's control. The Rock showing up and treating him like some underling, Cena bending the knee to a higher power. That is something Roman Reigns is not built to handle. And as much as he despises Cody Rhodes, as much as he despises CM Punk, they all have one thing in common. They all know what it's like to have everything ripped away from them. On the other side of the coin, Seth Rollins is a man who knows a thing or two about betrayal. And while he spent the last few years as one of WWE's most beloved superstars, let's not forget who the hell Seth Rollins really is. The architect. The man who turned on his brothers for power. And while he may not have orchestrated Cena's heel turn, he's got to be looking at him right now and thinking, damn, that was good. Cena, Rock, and Rollins standing together, it might be the single most dangerous alliance WWE has ever seen. And so, it all builds to WrestleMania. Before Cody Rhodes can get his shot at redemption against John Cena on night 2, the war for the soul of WWE must be fought. The battle lines are drawn. John Cena, The Rock, and Seth Rollins on one side. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk on the other. But this is obviously just a dream. What we can say with all of this is that R-Truth is gonna need a new childhood hero, and that John Cena genuinely deserved this heel turn to end his legendary career in style. What a year to be a pro wrestling fan.